Hello everyone and welcome to the Inner Weather channel, where we take a look at a concept and give it some light. I'm your host Naomi, here floating on the beautiful sea with enough sunshine for all of us. In my opinion, we are all capable of bettering ourselves if we just slow down and check in with our feelings. This isn't something we have been taught to do, but is so important. Before we begin our short time together, here's the disclaimer. I'm not a therapist, doctor, or medical professional. What I share here is for reflection, education, and personal insight only, not medical or mental health advice in any way. Always trust your own discernment and seek professional support when needed. You all know this, right? Take good care of yourself and enjoy our time together. I'm here to give you permission to slow down, take a breath, and think about your inner well-being so you can be your best self and enjoy life. Otherwise, what's the point? We are here on earth for such a short time that we owe it to ourselves to be at peace. Here at Inner Weather, we take a few moments to notice what's happening inside, the emotional and mental atmosphere we're carrying. Just like we notice the weather outside. Some days are calm, some days are stormy, and all of it passes. Everything is temporary. My personal and preferred inner weather is sunshine, blue skies, and floating on the sea. When I'm here experiencing this, my whole mind and body relax. I feel great and enjoy life much more. I'm at peace and slowing down helps me breathe and relax. Isn't this the best space of all? Yes. Where is your special place? Close your eyes if you can safely and go there now while you listen to my voice. Don't we all want to feel good? Yes. Okay, so let's begin. Today's inner weather forecast is clarity. Clarity doesn't always arrive with fanfare. Sometimes it comes quietly, like a break in the clouds or a sudden stillness after wind. Wherever you are right now, I invite you to settle in. Let the outside world pause for just a few minutes as we unpack this concept. So what is clarity? By definition, it means the quality of being coherent and intelligible, or the quality of transparency or purity. Clarity is often misunderstood. We think of it as having all the answers, knowing exactly what to do, feeling certain, confident, and decisive. But clarity doesn't require perfection or total certainty. At its core, clarity simply means seeing more honestly. It's the ability to recognize what matters, what doesn't, what's yours to carry, and what isn't. Clarity isn't forceful, it doesn't shout, it doesn't rush. Like clear weather, it allows you to see farther, not necessarily to move faster. This is important. When clarity is present, life feels less complicated, even if it's still challenging. You may notice fewer mental loops, less overthinking, and maybe a softer relationship with decision making. Clarity doesn't eliminate emotion, it simply organizes it. Think of fog lifting from a landscape. The terrain was always there, you just couldn't see it clearly before. When we move through life with clarity, we stop reacting to every passing cloud. We respond instead. Where can you apply clarity? Let's think about our thoughts, words, and deeds. For our thoughts, clarity might mean having clear goals or finding our purpose. Ask yourself, are my goals clear? If not, or you're not sure, that's fine. Change begins with awareness. Next, what about the words you use? Are your intentions clear? Do you say what you mean and mean what you say? Are you communicating well with everyone around you, or simply reacting to anything that is said? Lastly, we have our deeds. Are you clear about how you spend your time and energy? Are you enjoying life? Are you doing what brings you joy? What would would your life look like if finances were covered? Are you clear about what you want to achieve in life? These are just some questions to ask yourself if you haven't even thought about clarity before, or your life is just incredibly busy. Maybe it's time you do that now. It means being very honest with yourself, to have more peace and live more deliberately. Besides, living with chaos is just plain exhausting, right? So let's agree to slow down, think about what we truly want from life, and move ahead with a better plan. So what are the advantages of living with clarity? Well, living with clarity offers subtle but powerful benefits. You might experience better boundaries. You recognize what deserves your energy and what doesn't. Let's all be mindful of what's driving our behavior. We don't have to react to everything, right? No. Take a moment to see if the circumstance even needs your attention. Maybe it's okay if you allow it to pass, like clouds in the sky. Or maybe you are making calmer decisions. You choose from alignment rather than urgency. You are asking yourself about what is truly important. It could even feel less of an emotional weather whiplash. You're not pulled in every direction by noise, opinions, or expectations. And perhaps you are sensing a deeper sense of trust with yourself. Not because everything is certain, but because you are grounded. This is a wonderful place to be. Clarity doesn't make life smaller, it makes it simpler. Okay, you might be saying, that all sounds great, but how do I cultivate clarity when my world is so busy? Well, clarity is not something we chase, it's something we allow. Here are a few gentle ways to invite it. First, it's all about creating space. Stillness is clarity's natural habitat. Even a few quiet minutes can shift everything. Can you take a moment and be quiet? Can you give yourself some grace and slow down, if even for 10 minutes? Are you ready to change the pace of your life and feel better? I hope so. Next, reduce mental clutter. Fewer inputs often create more insight. Does your brain feel full? Sometimes clarity arrives when we stop consuming and start listening. Can you stop thinking for just a moment? I know this sounds strange, but it can happen. Just sitting still for 10 minutes and being who you are right in that moment. Of course you can. It is probably a new experience for you in a world that keeps telling us to run faster and do more. And this is just not necessary. Thirdly, name what's true without judgment. You don't have to like the truth to acknowledge it. Clarity begins with honesty. Sometimes information is not fact, but more of an opinion or another cloud rolling through your inner weather system. Lastly, notice what feels heavy versus what feels light. Your body often recognizes clarity long before the mind does. So how does your body feel right now? How do you feel when a decision comes up? How do you feel when you're doing nothing? I hope you feel better with each step you take to slow down. Many tasks or chores can wait another day. Be good to yourself as you experience life. Like weather systems, clarity moves in cycles. If it's not here today, it doesn't mean it's gone. It may simply be forming. Now ask yourself some reflective questions. You might take a moment to reflect on one or two of these questions, now or later. Where in my life do I already feel clear? If I removed urgency, what would remain true? What can I let go of for today to get more clarity? There's no need to answer immediately. Sometimes the question itself is enough. I hope you've enjoyed our time together today. Thank you for spending this time with me and with yourself. As you travel through the world, remember that clarity is something to allow as you become a better version of yourself. Wherever today takes you, remember, inner weather shifts, storms pass, and clarity often arrives when we stop chasing it. Until next time, remember your north, south, east, and west. You are Nobel, you are special, you are enough, and you are worthy.